What's going on, guys? This is Terrence Ray back at you with a stock market update. It's gonna be a new format to the way I do things. For the most part, I'm just gonna do videos when I really got something. When the market is doing something, something when I really got something to say, or I see a nice setup or something like that. Then I come on and then I talk about those setups. It may be one stock that I really like, two stocks, three stocks. Or I run a scan and I see something. That's when I come on. So you'll the videos, it won't be like every weekend on Sunday or for the weekly outlook. I do a weekly outlook if I get some news on the weekend and I think it's gonna move something. But other than that, I'll only come on when I see setups, when I see stuff that has me active in the market, just so I ain't on here wasting your time. So make sure you got the alert set because when I come on, that's because I see something that may be actionable or something that I've taken action on. Now, I'm going to go over three stocks today. As you know, for the most part, the overall market has been just drifting higher. As we can see, you know, we can see the market broke out of this little range here. This is the SPX, S&P 500 index. And you can see it sitting here. We are at all-time highs for the most part. We made an all-time high on July 3rd. And then the markets was closed on the 4th. And then here we go on the 7th, which was Monday. And today is Tuesday. I'm doing this video while the market is live. And you can see right here, we got a little bit of pullback, right? The market is just drifting higher. Unless we get something now, I do see something that could be something like a harmonic pattern. Me going over those would make this video even longer. I'm not going to do that on this video. I will do it if I see the setup hit like I think it can. At some point, I don't know what I do believe that we're going to get a large down move. Like when you get something like this right here, this was a retracement in and of itself, but then we just drifting higher, right? And we may just slow grind this thing. Probably it could happen for the rest of President Trump's presidency, possibly. And then you get another torrid move like this to the downside, but it would need some type of event to make that happen, right? This market is ignoring everything, every kind of risk, even through floodings, through potential wars and actual, conflict. It's just drifting, going higher. So, not a whole lot to say about that. If you're one of those buy and hold investors, then and you're investing in the S&P 500 or VOO, SPY, QQQ, shoot, the diamonds, DIA, you just drifting. The only one small cap IWM. Now it's been drifting a little higher, but its down move, it kind of led the way down. And it has not made all-time highs, even though it is drifting higher. So I like to look at it because I think that it'll lead the way if we get a big down move. Now, with that full market recap out the way, let's get it to the stocks that I seen today, this morning, that made me want to do a video, made me want to pop out. Every now and then you got to pop out and show them. This is VKTX, which is Viking Therapeutics. Now, if you're looking at this screen, you're looking at this chart, you can see I'm going to hide this. Let's hide everything. Hide this. Let's hide drawings. You can see right here, right? We had this down move right here. And then we got this big green candlestick. Then we got a high, low, and then a higher high. It gapped right here. It gapped right here. And then went up into here. And it just been going sideways. Well, a little scan that I ran today, it popped up on there, lo and behold. So when it popped up on the scan, then I pull up the chart and now I'm looking. Now, let's put my drawings on. So I went from where it gapped up right here And then I put a fib retracement in here and then my extension on here. As you can see, from here to here, then here to here, where it hit this 100 level and it kind of just held. It held at this 100 fib extension, held again for the second time. Now we're up here a third time. I did take this opportunity to get long. I am long shares in a larger portfolio that I have. I bought shares in it um, to get long. And in this portfolio, just for the video's sake, I did sell a put spread, right? I am, if we look at it, now we do have earnings on July 23rd. So more than likely, I may have to sit through the earnings. So that being said, I'm taking the risk of the earnings. Earnings can make this, you can get a big gap up or a big gap down. So either way, but with it being a put spread, um, I've capped my max loss, right? It's a $5 wide spread. Most I can lose is 500, but then I took in 180 credit, uh, and so basically a max loss of 320. I sold the 25, bought the 20. Now that's a way of trading it. If you don't have enough money to buy 100 shares or whatever, or you can, you generally you don't have to buy 100 shares. That's just what, per dollar you make $100. But 10 shares, 5 shares, whatever you want, or don't. Right? I'm just showing you what I like. But I'm actually in this trade. Um, First take profit level once it breaks here. Now you could wait. I'm not gonna wait. Like it could totally continue to go sideways and go down. It is what it is. I want to be in it before it gets out of this range too much. So once it breaks here, my next level up is 33.61. I have a take profit set in and I'm getting out of this at 33. Stop is going to be down here. I mean, some people may say, well, why did it stop so far? I don't want to get stopped just by a little down move. I'm prepared to lose in the long term, in the larger portfolio. My stop is going to be down here at $21. And I'm taking profit at 33. I was in somewhere right around 28 some change. I don't remember. 28.44. I think I got it pulled up on my other screen. 28.83. So I'm up a few bucks right now, about $70 or so. And yeah, I'm risking about, I don't know, about 700 to make about 4.5. Some people, now there are levels. That's the first one. Now it could go here, here, or here. I don't know why. I may change my mind because I've been thinking about it. There are plenty of times where I see the market run all the way through all of these levels. I can show you one right now. I'll show you while we're on the topic. We'll go to Meta. Many of you, I've been showing you Meta for the past few. Look at it. I've been talking about Meta. It went all the way to the last level at 423. Look, I mean, hit it right on the dot, all the way there, straight there. I mean, from like this is April 21st, not even a full 3 months, 2.5 months. So when I say that Viking Therapeutics it most certainly could get all the way up here, right? My thing is, I don't know how long it's gonna take. Do I want to tie up 2,800 bucks or to make, I don't know what, 2,000? It might be a good trade off. But you might want to just I might just like take, boom, quick hitter, get out. I don't know. I may change my take profit on that one, to be honest with you. My stop loss will not change though. Yeah, who knows? I may, to be honest with you, because the longer you're in the market, the more risk you take when you're trading like risky stocks. This is it's in the Nasdaq, so you know. Now, let's go look at the next one on the list. These are not trade recommendations. This is just what I see, what I'm trading. Next stop. I did not want this video to be long. RILY. I'm mad at myself. Now, I'm not in RILY. It popped up on the scanner. I generally don't do penny stocks. It's lower than $5, so it would count as a penny. But look how long it's been down here. And I was like, man, I'm not going. Actually, I bought it. I bought in at like 360 something. And then I said, I sold out of it. I was like, I'm not gonna hold this stock, right? Because I ain't wanna, and I'm being honest with you, but I'm going over it because it's there. Some of you all may trade penny stocks. Some of you all may be like, hey, now it does have weeklies. You got weeklies on the options, but it's not, it doesn't have a lot of volume. Even so far today, even with this breakout, this big green candlestick, it's only traded 628,000 shares so far. Excuse me. Now that could be, you could look at that one or two ways, as opposed to, let's go to Viking Therapeutics, 1.83 million, right? When you see the next stock I'm gonna go over, 19.5 million has already traded. Need some tea, excuse me. So looking at RILY, with it not having a whole bunch of shares now, it just went from another 5,000 just jumped in. So you could look at it one or two ways, like, hey, it don't have a lot of volume, not real liquid. Or you could say, hey, this is the beginning of the move, which is quite possible. It's quite possible that we are early looking at this. And by the time the volume comes, when the volume spike comes, that's when you see this gap get filled. So high risk. Well, I can't even call this a high risk though. It's only $3.76. Worst case scenario, if you bought this and it went to zero, you lose $376. I would not throw 1,000 shares into this. I absolutely would not do that. Throw 100 shares in, risk a few $100. If you get the boom, which is possible, it's gonna take you all the way up here. I ain't got my volume showing on here. Let me adjust the volume so we can see the volume just a little bit. You guys see that? There we go. Get that volume on there. Let me save that. Yeah. All right. So, oh, and another thing, the RSI, on the RSI, it's already over seven. It says 77. But that's just because it's been down here. So that's not even 100% accurate because obviously it's not overbought. Just looking at the chart, we just got to see. I thought I'd show it, even though I'm not trading it. Somebody else may decide, hey, trade at your own risk. Next one, I am in this one, and this one may be one of my the favorite setups so far. RGTI, which is the one that's down since I got in it. Viking Therapeutics is blasting off. But this one, I like the trade pattern. I like the pattern on the chart, or the chart pattern. I'm sorry. If you look at it, we got this triangle right here. So we had our big move here, and then it just went sideways for like basically all of 2025. It's just sideways. So for what, 7 months like that, and then we got a little move here, and it's right here at the edge of the triangle. And I'm like, man, I'm not gonna get, when this does whatever I think it can do, I'm probably not gonna get an opportunity to get in. Now, my stop is down here at, let's see, this fractal right here is 1030. These um little white triangles on the chart are fractals, turning points in the market. And I use those for stops and sometimes take profits and sometimes entrances into the market. Right here is a low of 1030. So my stop is at 10. And I'm looking to take profit. This one I'm gonna hold probably about 1750. So I'm risking about um one to probably make like one and a half, two. So I'm risking about $300 to make about 450, something like that. So even though the last level is right around 18, I get out right before. So we say 1750 if to fill this gap right here. So we'll see what we get, guys. I just thought that these were really good setups. I have a whole lot more that popped up on this scanner. These are some of the better ones. I may do another video this weekend. You can look for another video this Sunday. We'll update these, look at the charts, and then we'll continue to look at the scan that I run to get, to see where we at. That being said, guys, you want to make sure you got the notification bell set so that way when I do these, you can see them. uh like the videos, subscribe, share them, help me out. I don't charge for this. I just like, charting and stuff like that. So I just try to share what I see. And with that being said, guys, I'm out. Peace.